What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, sports fans? Double D is in the house. What's happening, buddy? Josh, my man. Good to see you this evening. Hey, Barrio, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Salt, pepper, fire. What's up, John? How are you doing, man? Great to see you this evening. Thanks for stopping in. And Trumpet is in the house. Nice and early today. What's going on, Trumpet? How are you doing? Trumpet would be the man to answer that, Double D. I don't know anything about him. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Here comes the judge. What's going on? My man Robert, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see, man. It's been a little bit. How's life been treating you? 207. That is definitely a new one. How are you doing today? Thank you for stopping in. 207, where are you out of? Robert, it definitely has been, man. Are you still hitting the competition circuit? What's up, Uncle Steve? Steve is in the house. A little early today. Usually he's on the back end, man. Thanks for stopping in, bro. How those ladies treating you, Uncle Steve? How are the girls treating you, man? I hope all is well. All right, cool deal, Robert. Yeah, cool deal. Man, when I was competing, I tried not to bring it home. Not very often. Even when I cook it now, we usually parcel it out to the neighbors. Carlos, what's happening, buddy? How are you doing this evening, man? Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. We'll get a peanut gallery another minute or so, man. Thank all of you guys. Great to see you. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week to this point. Robert, it definitely is, man. It's an expensive hobby, and if you're gonna cook it, I guess you better find a way to take advantage of every last ounce. All right, 207 from Fort Myers. Now, I was once stationed at a Fort Myers in Virginia. I believe there's also a Fort Myers in Texas. In Florida. So I'm not sure. You're probably from Florida, though. Probably from Florida. All right, that's not a bad day, Robert. You can't complain too much about that, man. Can't complain too much about that. Congrats. You know, even though I'm not competing, man, I still know that this is a very competitive hobby, and the guys that are doing it, man, are killing it. So anytime you're able to pull a fourth and an eight, man, it's a good day. All right, folks, let's get this show on the road, man. I know there's an NBA draft going on right now, so a lot of people are probably tied up there. Spurs already made their number one pick. You knew what that was going to be. As usual, we want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe, man. Another hour or so. All right, 207. All right, all right. She is 207 is from Florida. Is from Florida. All right, great to hear. Visiting family in Maryland and going to Virginia for a family reunion in a week. Yes, I was stationed in Fort Myers, in Virginia, right outside of DC, for a number of years back in the day. Beautiful location, beautiful place. Double D, man. The thing about competitions are that uh, the more you do them, the better you're going to get. Very hard, man, to compete once in a while and expect to do well. But if you're doing them in rapid succession, two a month or so, you get into a groove, man. You find out what you're doing wrong. You're able to fix those things. But it's so hard to do when you're one this month and then another one 3 months from now or something like that. You can't ever find that sweet spot, so to speak. Uncle Steve sent out some packages, folks. Did you get yours? 207, original from New York. Man, that's one of the places that's on my bucket list. Mom and I, we get around quite often. We just have not made it there. Mom has been, I haven't been. Yeah, I have not been. Charlie, what's happening, buddy? How are you doing today? Lake County, Florida. Lake County, Florida. So again, welcome. Uh, man, Mom and I just want to talk today about how we have been certainly blessed, man, with all you wonderful folks supporting us, encouraging us, really standing by whatever we do, man. We were fortunate enough earlier this week, we reached our 1 millionth view. And as I look back over the last 2.5 years, we started this just about 2.5 years. We started this in September 2 years ago. And to imagine that we've got a million views, man, is just really, really uh, so hard to grasp. On the larger scale, in the big scheme of things, a million views is a drop in the bucket. When you're looking at some of these channels that are getting a million views every other video, or whatever the case might be. But for anybody starting up, man, you're able to reach that millionth view at some point, regardless of how long it takes. It's a significant achievement, man. And once again, Mom and I want to say thank you to all of you guys and gals out there that have been supporting us, man, from day one. All of you who just started supporting us 2 months ago, all of you who are just going to be supporting us starting right now, whatever the case might be, we absolutely appreciate it, man. We would not have reached that without every last one of you. Absolutely would not. Uncle Steve, I got mine. Unless you sent a second one, remember we spoke. I know you're responding to a lot of emails, texts, and messages, but you and I spoke after I got my package. Thank you very much, man. 805 got his as well. 805 got his as well. Thank you very much, Charlie, man. It's a big deal. And like I said, at 2.5 months into this, 2.5 years into this thing, man, as I look back, Mom and I, we think Mom and Papa Joe's, we're in a pretty good place, man. I think we continue to improve video after video, and that is one of the main things I think as a content producer you want to be able to do. I went back a couple of days ago and I looked at some of our early videos, and I kind of giggle at how long they were. How much, I hate to use the term fluff, but how I could have shortened some of those videos by 5, 7 minutes. Some of my cuts, some of my editing, and it's been a slow progress, but I think it's been a very effective progress, man. The way we've been able to find a little bit of a sweet spot in terms of putting the content out that that people can enjoy. We absolutely appreciate it, Charlie. Thanks. Thanks, 207. Oh, yeah, Robert. Arzel, my man is in the house. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. NBL is in the house. Again, I don't want to get too crazy behind in this chat, man. So just give me a minute to go in there and check up. So, folks, man, and there's several of you in there that is kind of, life has taken, life has taken, uh, life has reared its head in terms of you producing content the way you were. I'm talking about people like Salt Pepper Fire, John, talking about Jorge, going back to work. How are you guys looking, man? Exactly what kind of schedules are you guys working? You know, I see that you're dropping shorts, and I've said it in the past, man. I rarely watch any shorts. I am really looking when I watch a video. I'm looking to be. I'm looking to learn. I'm looking to be inspired, man. I want to leave watching that video saying, man, I want to cook that. So I don't get that out of shorts, and that's why I do very few of them. But 805, what are you gonna do, man, to try to get back on schedule? Because I enjoyed what you were doing. Same thing, Salt Pepper Fire. What's going on? 805, it is, man. If it's something you're serious about, then yes, you're really going to put in the necessary time and treat it like a serious business. You know, and I'm a firm believer. You've got to be in it to win it, man. If I ever decide I'm going to throw my hat into something, then I'm going to give it 100%. Yeah, then I'm going to give it 100%. I've been asking the past, man, what are you doing? And don't get me wrong, I by no way am I saying that Mama and Papa Joe's we're rocket into the top or anything. We've just been on a very steady uh subscriber climb. We're not rocketing, man, but we're doing anywhere from 30 to 50, uh from between 25 and 50 every day, between 25 and 50 subs every day. Say again, Mama. Yeah, yeah, you need to be doing that right now. Yeah. So, Mama, hey, I don't even want to get into why Mama isn't on just yet, folks. All right, I don't even want to. All right, but like I was saying, man, it's something that I think you've got to be in it to win it, man. Uh, and I think that's where we are. Secondly, it is something that you've got to enjoy doing. You know, I look forward to the day we decide to shoot a video, man. I look forward to planning, to visualize, and taking the time to visualize what I want this video to be, how I want this cook to go, how I expect this cook to go. So all those things, I don't write them out, I don't print them out, I don't draw them out, but I have them in my head, and I've step by step, I kind of have an idea of what I want to happen as I am shooting this video. And for the most part, it goes like planned, as planned. Every now and again, we have our hiccups like everybody else. Uh, so again, man, being focused, enjoying what you're doing. You've got to absolutely enjoy it, and that is why you will see that I'm not one of those. I don't do very many brisket cooks. I don't do very many brisket cooks. Our brisket videos, they get a lot of views, but I don't so much enjoy cooking briskets the way some other people do. Uh, and part of that is because Um, 9 times out of 10, man, our videos are going to be dinner, or a brunch or something like that. And with the briskets, I am not going to eat very much of it. Just a few days ago, my daughter called us and asked, could I cook her a brisket? The grandfather of one of her daughters, one of her friends had passed, and I said, no problem. So I threw a brisket on, and man, I did not even think about filming a video with that brisket. It wasn't until I was slicing that I decided, hey, do a little quick short of the slicing portion, and that's what we did. So brisket is not one of those things I'm going to cook very often, simply because we're not going to eat much of it. Now, if I ever get the opportunity where I'm cooking multiple briskets, then yeah, I probably will try to get a video out of it, cooking for a group, cooking for somebody, or something along those lines. So once again, folks, we're doing what we enjoy. We're killing two birds with one stone, man. We're trying to save money. So instead of going out and buying something to video, we're going to buy something to have dinner. And if you're able to get a video out of that, then the way I look at it is two birds with one stone. Yeah, Josh, man, that thanks, Josh. You know, and I don't own a music download account of any sort, man. So I just stick to what YouTube's library has, and they're free. And there's some songs in that library, man, that just reach out and grab me. And I don't use them in every video, but every now and again, man, I just feel this particular song with this particular video. And I don't know how many of you paid any attention over the last month and a half. Uh, I've been playing around with no background music, and I just wanted to see uh, how that would play, or if it would play with with the length of time people were watching the videos. Uh, I've had some complaints, and some people have sensitive hearing, but I've had some comments where the background music was too loud. And man, I'm no sound production technician or anything, but I know when I'm videoing, I am currently at a minus 24 in terms of background music. And what I've realized just recently is that certain songs differ in the audio. Some songs tend to be a little louder than others. So I went back and I looked at those comments and listened to the song, and I was like, okay, all right, that particular song was a little louder than the other songs in that video. So I can see where they're coming from. Yeah, I can see where they're coming from. Oh yes, Charlie, man, killing two birds with one stone. We've got to eat. So whenever we can take the opportunity to whatever we're going to do for dinner, make a video out of it, a twofer, I say why not? So we try to schedule our videos simply around the dinners that we're going to cook. Uh, there's only been a few times where I just went out of the blue and got something that wasn't for dinner, but we don't expect to be doing that very often. Yes, I can. It only makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it only makes sense, man. With how expensive everything is nowadays, uh, you know, you've got to find ways uh, to pay those bills. Yeah, you got to find those ways, man, to pay those bills. Keep some money in your pocket. Yes, I can, man. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. Trumpet says he's got 2 months of videos in the library, scheduled to drop one a week currently. Well, man, I would love for these guys to finish up, and they've currently just started working on staining and painting, and I think I'm going to get back to two a week. I really enjoyed the Tuesday and the Friday, and I think what I miss most with not dropping a video on Friday, man, is the interaction. I kind of enjoy that first day or 2 days where you get the questions, you get the comments, you get to respond. That little bit of interaction, I really enjoy. So not having a video on Friday, I kind of missed that, and having to wait from one Tuesday to the next. So anytime, unlike Trumpet, I have never been able to be one that could hang on to a video once I've got it edited and queued up. I'm ready to drop it and move on to the next. So I don't know that I could ever build up. We've built up when we've had vacations planned or trips planned or something along those lines, but we're definitely not going to make a habit of it. If I'm going to film it and edit it, I'm going to put it out there. Hanging on to it is not going to help me any. Definitely not. What is everybody sipping on today, man? I've got one of two things, either my yak or my rum. And today it's my rum. 805, man. After those comments, like I said, I did minus 25 in the background music, and I think it works. But man, there's always somebody that for whatever reason, they don't know how to control their volume knob or whatever the case might be. Sensitive hearing, but I will get a comment every now and again. Now, like I said, I went back and I watched and listened to some of the videos. There was some videos early on where I was like, wow, I can't believe I had that background music that loud. And I can see where it would annoy some folks. But at this stage of the game, it's water under the bridge. And I will explain to them, all right, point noted, but that video is 2 years old. I said we've come a little ways since then, but not a problem. Yeah, not a problem. Charlie asked, do you use YouTube for editing or a different app or software? Charlie, I do not use YouTube. Early on, man, after we dropped or before we dropped our first video in 2020, late 2020, I out of thin air, I Googled editing programs, and out of thin air, I happened to land, I chose Filmora, and I bought it, and that's what I've been using ever since. And I've told you guys right here on this live stream, if Filmora has 100 levels in terms of bells and whistles, I am using level 1. That is how basic or how little knowledge I have when it comes to editing programs. If Filmora has 100 level, I am on level 1 right now. So it's been a slow learn, but the learning curve is steep. I just learned that there are classes out there that you can take online to learn editing in whatever program you might be using. And I haven't pulled a trigger on any of those just yet. But man, I've never been a bells and whistles kind of guy. What I would definitely want to get under my belt, man, to get in my toolbox, would just be some of the basics of film editing, of staging, of lighting, of audio, those types of things. In terms of the bells and whistles, man, the graphics and the SpongeBob's and the noises, I am not into that, man. I'm going to let our video speak for itself. SpongeBob is not going to help me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Trump, Trump. Finally we agree on something, man. But I think all of us knew that about you. Let's see. Big D's, Delaware barbecues in the house. What's happening, buddy? Thank you for stopping in, man. Thank you for stopping in. So yes, Charlie, I am using the only thing I use YT YouTube for, man, is their video, their audio library, and 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 one of the things I'm kind of disappointed, and maybe I'm not searching for it properly. Like when I do a video of something that I think can be considered Latino, the whatever the dish might be. You know, I would love to be able to find some sort of Latino music, and I've gone into YouTube's audio library, and maybe I'm not searching under the right parameters, but I have not been able to find anything like that. You know, I can find country, I can find folks music, I can find reggae, I can find rap, R&B. Uh, but how would I go about searching for something with some Latino roots? Anybody have any ideas? Let's sparkle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we absolutely appreciate your comments in those videos. Man, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. My man Keenan is in the house. What's going on, Keenan? How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? All right, the IPA, Josh. I will drink those too, man. But today is my go-to, a Miller Lite. Yeah, a Miller Lite. Not the Dr. Pepper. I'll tell you, Chris, it's probably I might have been in college, man, the last time I drank a Dr. Pepper. And I realized they keep me up. And I haven't touched one since. Yes, I can with the iced tea. Well, that's the ticket, Trumpet. Yeah, that's the ticket. You're gonna have you a 2 month long vacation. That is the ticket. All right, let's sparkle. Pepsi. I'll do a Pepsi every now and again. But when push comes to shove, I am a Coke man. Randy's in the house. What's happening, buddy? What is happening? I'm not sure what you were referring to, Charlie. Spell it. Oh, Filmora. Uh, yeah, it is Filmora. And there's a one time charge, and it is yours. And I want to say when I bought it, it might have been 149. I can't remember the exact price. The only thing about Filmora that kind of annoys me is maybe every 6 months or so they upgrade. While you don't have to upgrade with them, you know they add new bells and whistles, and if you're into that, then you're going to want to upgrade along with them. But it comes at a price. So again, you pay that initial one-time fee. Like I said, I think I paid 149, and I own Filmora 9 back in the days. Right now, I think it's up to like Filmora 12 or something. But uh, I have not bought any of the upgrades. I haven't bought any of the upgrades. Like I said, I am using the basics of the old edition that I bought, I don't know that I would get any advantage for paying the extra for something that I wouldn't even know how to use. Just me, but Filmora. And like I said, I picked it out of thin air and started editing videos. You know, trial and error, figuring out what this does, figuring out what that does. And I'm at the point now where I'm confident, I'm comfortable with the little bit that I'm using. But at some point, I think yes, I will take that online class, man, just to try to level up my game a little bit. Big D's is asking Trumpet, what is your channel called? It is called Trumpet Master 77. And no, Big D's, 77 is not his IQ. He's a little smarter than that. Yeah, Trumpet man, I need some. Yeah, I need to keep him in my download folder. 805, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, I had not thought of that. Celia Cruz. All right, let me. Folks, sorry about that, man. I actually reached for a pen and broke my camera's USB port. Knocked it out. But I think I am back. I had two of those. All right, I had two of those. Reaching for a pen. All right, so that is Celia Cruz. All right, I got that one. And he said salsa music, got that. All right, where was I? Where was I? Yes. All right, I got salsa. Hey, merengue. Hey, you know, see, I never even thought of that, man. Yeah, never thought of that. All right, Latin jazz. All right. That's why I can count on you dudes, man. I can count on you guys and gals. Absolutely. Minor, minor. All right. Los Tigres del Norte. All right, I heard of them, Randy. Yeah, I've heard of them. Yes, sir, I have. Eddie's in the house. What's happening, buddy? Eddie's just become a world traveler now, man. A serious world traveler. Don't even hang out in San Antonio anymore, just traveling. Let's see. All right, so folks, let me give you guys a heads up, man. Next Thursday, we're gonna have Thyron from TNT on the stream. We're gonna be talking about his big win on the show that I think most of you have already seen on Netflix. We're going to talk about some of the other irons he's got in the fire. And then finally, I'm going to pull the trigger on that 26-pound brisket that's been sitting in the freezer for some time now. So here's the plan, folks. Next Thursday, Thyron, the following Thursday, I will be prepping that 26-pound brisket during the live. And I want you guys to hold me to this promise. I'm promising that from that 26-pound brisket, I am not going to remove any more than 6 pounds. So I'm planning on cooking the largest brisket by far that I've ever cooked. It's a 26-pound brisket. I'm going to trim it live in 2 Thursdays. Trim it live, and I am not going to remove any more than 6 pounds. I'm going to have my scale right next to my cutting board. And all of you know, you've seen me trim. You know, I enjoy trimming. I enjoy the aerodynamics. Excuse me. I'm an aggressive trimmer. So trimming and stopping at 6 pounds is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. But I am planning on cooking the largest brisket I've ever cooked, and I will be cooking it on the Canon offset smoker. We've got the cover for it finally finished. We've got a rock bed type foundation, man. It's looking good. So we're going to be making that happen in 2 weeks. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And did I mention that this 26 pounder is an American Wagyu? So should be very interesting. So stay tuned, folks. You're not going to want to miss that one. Yeah, trumpet. Like I said, man, I knocked out the USB, but fortunately, I had a second one because it looked like that one actually broke something off. Yeah, I actually broke something off. Tomas, what's happening, man? I ran out of yak. Yeah, man. Yeah, Event Horizon. Ah, yes, I am back. Tomas, what's happening, dude? How are you doing? How are you doing? Yes, chef, fixed it on the fly, man. I've got this. I've got my technicians standing by, man, and they were quick to hop in and make it happen. Jared is in the house. What's happening, buddy? How are you doing? Hey, Tom, easy, bro. Just relax, man. Chill out. You just got here. You're already throwing darts. Just got here. Yeah. Angela's in the house. How are you doing, lady? Thanks for stopping in this evening. Frack, we're all over the place, man. Yeah, we're all over the place. You know, you bring it and the group will grill it, man. You kill it, the group will grill it. Let's go. Charlie, man, I don't know that I'm so much in the reggaeton as I am into reggae. And I don't know, that's just I think I'm just old school that way. I love the traditional, man, old school reggae. Darnell is in the house. What's up, buddy? How are you doing, man? Good to see you this evening. Yeah, good to see you this evening. All right, Eddie. Well, good luck, man. Where are you cooking? Where are you cooking? Yes, I can, man. Yeah, I'm really looking forward, man, to hearing from Thyron. I know a lot of you guys out there want to hear from him. I'm gonna have some questions for him about that show, man. You know, we all want to know, hey, how how did you hear about it? How did you get picked? What was the interview process like? So you definitely don't want to miss next week, man. Should be a good show. Yeah, should be a good show. All right, CBA event. Good luck, Eddie, man. Make it happen. I wish you nothing but the best. Let's go out there and get number two. Yeah, let's go out there and get number two. Chef, we're just about finished, man. We had to let some of the lumber use. We had to let that dry or cure, whatever they call it, before we stained and painted. So they've started the staining, and rain kind of got in the way yesterday. Rain got in the way a little bit today. So progress is good, man. As far as the decking is complete. The skirting on just about the entire deck is almost finished. So right now we're looking at painting, and from painting, then we're going to be running a ceiling fan in the kitchen and a couple of three electrical outlets, and it's going to be moving, man. It's going to be moving. And by that time, man, I think I'm going to be too broke to afford anything else. So we might be just standing around cooking. But we're looking forward to it. Yes, Frack, it's a 26-pound Wagyu, man. And 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 when I say 26 pounds, I'm talking about not a whole lot of waste on that thing. At least it seemed that way in the package. Sometimes you'll see a heavy brisket, but you immediately know when you look at that brisket that, man, I'm gonna have to trim this off. I'm gonna have to trim that off. This piece right here is just fat. This Wagyu does not look that way in the package. 26 pounds. And once again, man, be there. I am only going to trim off 6 pounds. As I trim off a piece, I'm going to drop it on my scale to keep track. And when I reach 6 pounds, I'm going to stop, regardless of what the brisket looks like. Uh, there, and I haven't heard it from anybody in here, but I always get the comment, "Oh, you've wasted so much of that brisket, fattest flavor, blah 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 blah." Well, I'm going to be cooking the heaviest brisket I ever cooked on a new offset smoker, so it should really, really be interesting. I'm looking forward to that challenge of that 20-pound brisket. Man, I'm thinking, I don't know, 12, 15 hours. I'm going to be running it at 275 for the most part. So, man, just stick around and enjoy the ride. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. Yeah, 805. It is 26 pounds. As a matter of fact, I've got to go take a picture. I've got to go take a snapshot of the packaging label. Yeah, of the packaging label. And I don't want to tell you what it costs. But when Mom and I saw it, man, there was no way I could pass it up. I had to fork over the dollars. Yeah, had to fork over the dollars. Seriously, man, you think about it. Yes, I can. You think about it. What did that cow look like? You know, uh, the average brisket, man, that we run into tend to be in that 15-pound range. When you start running 18, you're really talking a large brisket. Then you hit 20, and you're like, all right, I've got a jumbo right here. And this one, like I said, is 26 pounds. Folks, look at this, man. We're 45 minutes in. All right, we're 45 minutes in, and look who decided to show up. I don't even and you guys have heard me talk about trying to find good help, and this is a great example, man. How the hiring process failed me, but folks, Mama is here, man. Welcome, Mama. How are you doing, lady? How are you doing?
I need a new computer. When the deck is done, I hope we can afford a new computer.
Yeah, you knew that it takes forever to start up, man.
No, this
Yeah.
was a whole different problem. I don't know. Anyway, hi guys and gals. Good to see you or hear you.
All right. Mate, T trumpet. I my HEBs haven't even had primes and wagyus recently. They've been missing. When I bought that prime last week for my daughter's friend, I actually had to go and I rang the bell. I said, "Hey, how come there are no primes in the display?" And he said, "Let me go check." And he went back there and he came out with a case. So I don't know if they're slipping or what the case might be. But the last few times I went to my HEBs, there was nothing in the display case. And because I wasn't hunting for one to cook, I didn't bother to ask him. When I was ready to cook one, yes, I did ask him, and they brought one out. Oh man, great mind thinks alike. Great mind think alike, Darnell. So yeah, I gave him a couple of weeks. I thought there might have been bigger bigger fish out there wanted to get a hold of him. But I reached out and to see what his schedule was like, and he said next week was fine, man. So it should be a fun show. It should be frack, not next Thursday, but the following Thursday I'm going to trim it, and then I am probably going to cook it Friday or Saturday. So 2 Fridays or 2 Saturdays, and I'm thinking I'll do it on a Saturday, and I'll probably go live during the cook just to show you guys a little bit of what that brisket looks like on the new offset, man. So I will go live once or twice, just for a couple of 5-10 minutes, just to show you guys what that cook is looking like. Like I said, 20 pounds, man. I'm expecting 12, 15 hours. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to wrap foil boat, but we'll see. New pit. So we're playing it all by sight uh, and gut. Excuse me. So, Mama,
Yes,
tell the
dear.
folks, man. Yeah, what have you been doing on your summer break? This is your first week, second week of summer break,
N-
right?
Second week.
Yeah. So what's been going on?
So everybody knows that Trooper tore his ACL and something else, and we are trying to keep him at a minimal activity. So that includes going up and down the stairs. So uh, CJ had been doing all of the carrying Trooper up and down the steps. So now I'm helping out, and it's a workout. He's like 50 pounds. Get up about 7 o'clock, take Trooper for his little 10 or 15-minute walk to strengthen that leg. And then I come back and I do a 2 mile walk. And I actually come back and I cook breakfast for the big guy and do some Belizean uh, dishes. And I've been busy with church doing a lot of cooking for events at church. So I do cook. Uh, y'all just don't see me on the video cooking. And we just been kind of uh,
uh,
we've been chilling. We've been catching up on different series, and just started. It's an old one, but we just started about what 4 or 5 days ago. The suit, or what is it?
yep.
Suits.
Yeah. Suits. Anybody out there
Suits.
watch that series, man? Pretty interesting. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Darnell, so true, man. You know, that I know it's got to be tough sitting on that kind of news, man, for almost a year. Because you sign non-disclosure paperwork, what you can't say, what you can't show, or anything, man. And you just got to sit on that. And even when that show is over and has aired, there's still things you can't do or say as a participant. So it's going to be interesting, man. You're definitely, folks. You're definitely going to want to tune in and hear from Thyron. Because I've got some questions myself.
Hmm.
And man, it should be a fun episode. Yeah, it should be a fun episode. Yes, Chef, the weatherman has been a pain in the butt. Uh, I've lost all kinds of confidence in the weatherman because more often than not, he is wrong. Yes, he is wrong. Yes, it's going to be.
The weather is just disrespectful. Too
Oh
hot.
yeah, man. Trumpet. I when it regardless, man. Heat is heat. Uh, what I love about that new offset, man, is that it only requires a small stick about every 40 minutes or so, man, to maintain that 275. So it's undercover. Uh, I'm here to tell you though that the sun will come in side to side as it moves. So yes, it will be hot, but man, I'm in and out. I am in and out. So we're gonna make that happen. Randy, man, I have never heard of that. Randy, you young folks are into things, man, that us old folks don't mess with. Yeah. Revolution. No, I have not, man. Nah, I have not. Charlie, dude, I'm here to tell you, I have never named one of my pits, man. Yeah, I have never named one of my pits because they're always there. So I don't have to call them. You know what? Yeah, so they're, they're so I've never given one a name, man. So I don't know that I will this time.
CJ, did you
Thank you,
did you
207.
tell him what we're naming the kitchen?
I haven't yet. I have not put it out there. Yeah, I have not put it out there just yet. So I'll wait until we make the big reveal uh, before I do that. Hooks, rubs, and spices. Good to see you back, buddy. How are you doing today, man? Great to see you back. Thanks for stopping in. Nah, you don't need to know the price, Darnell. Matter of fact, I'm gonna blur that out when I post a picture of that label. I am going to blur that out because it's ridiculous. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Charlie says, "Hey, mama." All right, there she just went away. Yeah, she just went away. Yeah, trumpet. I do 99% of my HEB trips are HEB pluses. I don't mess around in the regular smaller HEBs unless I'm in a bad way and I really need something. But other than that, I am HEB plus or our HEB Central Market, the one I call the Gucci B, where you can get some really high end stuff. Yeah, Mama might have pulled a plug on herself, folks. I don't know what happened to her. Yeah. Yes, I can. Says his HEB had four primes to choose from. Not very big ones. He bought a 12 pounder. Yeah, yes, I can, man. There was a time when, and this was years ago, I could walk into an HEB, man, come out with three, four solid competition quality briskets. And man, that just went away. I don't know if they were butchering cows earlier, that the brisket were so much smaller. Uh, they weren't thick; they were just floppy thin, and that has been the case, as far as I'm concerned, for the last 2.5, 3 years, man. Yeah. And as a competition cook back then, it was really frustrating. Going back hitting 5 HEBs in a given day, man, 3, 4 times a week and walking away with nothing. It was really, really frustrating. Double D, it was her idea. She wanted to come on, and she knows she's got a quirky laptop that if you expect to be using it by 8 p.m., then you should probably crank it up about 6 p.m. And she didn't. So I don't know. Well, Darnell, we can make that happen, man. Yeah, we can make that happen. I'll be dropping the link in. Yeah, we will make that happen. And you guys can just follow right up on IG, like Trumpet is saying. Angela, mama talk about a Belizean dish, man. I think one of my sisters taught her how to make a Belizean powder bun. That's what she made. And it was good stuff. But don't let her fool you like she's skillful in Belizean cuisine. All right. Trumpet, Darnell is in. I'm in too. Nah, Eddie, you're not even close, man. Yeah, you're not even close. I got you, Charlie. Yeah, I got you. Nah, folks, but I think we're very close, man. All we need is a couple of good days. These guys finished the painting and the staining, and we'll do a walk around, get that ceiling fan in, get the electrical outlets in, and we'll be ready to go hot. Yeah, we'll be ready to go hot. I'm supposed to be getting a like a large AC pan that I can place on that composite decking, that Trex composite decking, because in the past I've known to lose coals from my Weber's or my WSM and them burning my wooden deck. I would not want to burn up that the composite decking. So once I get that pan, then I'll be able to use the Weber's and everything else under the deck. But for right now, the Weber, the expert grills, they're on the grass. And yes, my grass is taking a beating. My grass has taken a beating. Wow, I hadn't seen it looking like this in forever. But we'll get that back, man, and we'll make that happen. Yeah, we'll get that back. We'll make that happen. All right, folks, we're hitting that 1 hour mark. So once again, I want to remind you, man, next week, Thyron, TNT Barbecue, man, uh, the barbecue show, the Netflix special Barbecue Champion. If you haven't yet seen that series, go to Netflix, check it out. It's worth the watch. Mom and I binge watched it one weekend, man. Had a good time. So I want to thank you guys and gals, man, for stopping in to hang out with us for just a little bit. Thank you once again for helping us reach that 1 million view, man. I hope you're going to stick around with us for the next million. So in the meantime, I want you guys to finish out your Friday tomorrow and have a great weekend. One love, Josh. One love. You guys take care of yourselves, and Mom and I will see you when we see you.